Hi Internet, thanks for clicking on Stop and Think, the puzzle channel. Today we'll be looking at the Sunday Los Angeles Times puzzle posted on June 1st, 2025. The title is Symbolic Language. The constructor is Paul Coulter and the editor is Patty Verrill. I'm John Appleseed and I'm your host here on the channel, and let's get into the puzzle. One across is make the world a better place. Don't know that. One down is shower with love. To dote on, maybe. Two down, say your piece. Piece. An op-ed would be a, oh dear. Yeah, the Los Angeles Times controls are a little bit different than the New York Times ones that I'm used to. When you backspace it, does something different. Op-ed would be a piece in a newspaper where you state your opinion. It's an opinion page piece, okay. Three down, neuter as a horse. Geld. Gelding is a neutered horse, I think. Four down, for your eyes blank, your eyes only. Five down, periods before soccer shootouts, briefly. Don't know that. Six down, embroidered mat. Make the world a better place. Do good. I'm trying to put a D here for dote for one down. Shower with love. Not necessarily against. For 19 across would be open to. So let's put in dote for one down. 22 across gets right to the blank, or to the point, I guess, to the decimal point, to the period there. Small vortex can be an eddy, a swirl of water, or something. Five down, periods. Is that overtimes? Do they do a certain number of overtimes and then they do shootouts to resolve the game? I don't know. Six down, embroidered mat. But can't you have ties in soccer? I don't know. Everything I know about soccer is from watching Ted Lasso. Six down, embroidered mat. A doily? Is that a mat? 23 down, the best singer, Turner. Tina, I guess. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Is that the song you're talking about? 37 across, tiny pest, maybe an ant. 20 down, fat substitute brand. Olean is some kind of fat substitute. I vaguely remember that. 7 down, wicked, evil. 8 down, alt country singer, Case. Don't know that. 9 down, again, anew, might fit. 10 down, CBS Forensic Drama Series. Is that CSI? 11 down, woven mat. Another woven mat. Embroidered mat. Woven mat. Tatami would be my guess for that, but let's get some more letters. 12 down, paperless IRS option. That might be e-file. And 13 down, 2017 hit for Luis Fonsi. He sang Despacito. I don't know the lyrics at all, but I do know that song. It's a very catchy tune. Passed into law, enacted. Excuse me. Momentary coughing fit there. I think it's passed. Enacted for passed into law. 20 across, like cast iron and silicone. I think those are oven safe. So let's try tatami for the woven mat. That's kind of a Japanese mat that you might sleep on or walk on. The coughing fit is returning. One moment. Okay, I think I'm ready to go here. 22 across looks like tells it like it is, gets right to the point, and I think that period is a decimal point representing the word point. So maybe our other themed clues will have punctuation marks that we have to pronounce as though they were words or something. I like doily for that. Hide out is to lie low. Nico case, I'm going to guess that's right. And talkative bird is a mina bird. So I guess a doily. I wouldn't think of a doily as a mat. I guess it's a kind of a placemat thing. I guess, yeah, I'll allow it. 27 across, Grenoble, peak. I think this is the French word for Alp, with an E at the end. Grenoble is in France. in the Alps, I guess. 14 across, poker pronouncement. I fold or I call. 14 down, company with an iconic 8-bar logo. Don't know. 15 down, Dalmatia, native. Dalmatia is in Croatia, I believe. So let's try Croat. Again, trouble with the backspace keys. 16 down, we blank please. We aim to please. 17 down, word dropped when things are getting serious, informally. Oh, is that when you tell your romantic partner that you love them for the first time? The L word. I call for the poker pronouncement for 14 across. 14 down was company with an iconic 8-bar logo. Is that IBM maybe? 21 across, payoff. The prize? Oh, the L bomb. Payoff could be bribe. Yeah, I was thinking we wouldn't repeat the word in the answer because it's already in the clue. So L word is not right, but it might be an L bomb. I dropped an L bomb and she did not reciprocate or something like that. Bribe for payoff. Actor Jason Momoa from Aquaman and other things. IBM, I guess, has an 8-bar logo. And dealer's offer. A lease, dealer might offer you a lease on a vehicle. Pin sites are ATMs, automatic teller machines, where you might use your pin. In the stars, or in the asterisks. Meant to be. It's in the stars. It's written in the stars. It's meant to be, yes. So lease makes sense for 18 down, dealer's offer. And here we are, another typographical symbol, but we are pronouncing it as a word, in the stars. Okay, Genesis patriarch, Enoch, one of the antediluvian patriarchs in the book of Genesis. 41 across, Latin heart. Core, I think that's the coronary and cortical steroids, all those things come from heart, I think. Backyard hideaway could be a tree house for 32 down. Or not. 46 across is plunge after workout, ice bath. 55 across, Royal Shakespeare Company venue, a theater. I think it's saying Royal Shakespeare Company to tell us that we're using the British spelling of the word theater with an R-E. Tree what? Tree fort? 60 across, sure to happen, fated, written in the stars, another sense of that. Let's try tree fort. 47 down, lamb bleats are baas, the sounds that lambs make. Creepy story for, this is theater. An attic would be a story of your house that is kind of creepy. It's spooky to go up there. Blow up on social media for 49 down is to trend. I have yet to have one of my videos trending in any way, but it may happen someday. 50 down, Blades of Glory actor, John. John Hader was Napoleon Dynamite, I think. So I don't know Blades of Glory, but let's try that. Trig function for 66 across could be cosine. And 73 across, USN rank, a Navy rank could be commander. CDR is the abbreviation for commander. So those work. All right, let's move back over to this section. 33 across, pastoral people of Kenya and Tanzania. I think that might be a Maasai. Prominent tribe or ethnic group in Kenya and Tanzania, I think. Taco choice on menus. You would choose a kind of meat, a protein. Big name in cosmetics for 34 down. Don't know. 35 down, feudal workers. Surf would fit, if Maasai is correct. 36 down, the ape and the dolphin. Fabulist. Don't know that one, but I know plenty of other fables from Aesop. So he would be a fabulist, a fabulist. Go for the gold is to mine gold ore. 42 across, gentle skincare brand, Aveeno. I guess, I don't know that it's particularly gentle, but it's a skincare product that I've heard of. Mahi, is it a fish taco? 51 across, Balder blank. Balder dash, yeah. The hyphen there is pronounced dash, I think. So it is horse. Balderdash is what? Nonsense. What's 34 down? Big name in cosmetics. Avon. Data is info. Let's try mahi. I guess we're talking about fish tacos. You can have a mahi taco. Horse feathers. Okay. I was thinking of some other way to complete the phrase horse that means nonsense, but horse feathers is a little bit more family friendly, so let's put that in there. 39 across, Pacific tuna. Okay, here's ahi, another fish clue. Broke bread, 8 for 39 down. And hearty follower, hearty har. First name in jazz, Etta, probably Etta James. She's saying, at last, my love has come along. So tête is the French word for head, for head. Sorry. So your crown is your head. Your tête in French. In the thralls of or throes of, for 45 down. Throes of. Right. You might drop the L-bomb when you are in the throes of romance, I guess. 57 across, handbill, a flyer. 53 down, chart made from overhead photos. Okay, that's probably maybe flyer with an I and then an air map, maybe? I'm not sure about that. 52 down, the time machine race. Okay, H.G. Wells' story, The Time Machine. The LOA was one of the races into which humanity had evolved or devolved in the future. I don't remember the name of the other one. 61 across, former, prior. Foreseeable future, in the offing. It's in the offing. Dog number, dog tag. Dog hash. Dog tag, probably. It's going to be a hashtag. Is it animal? Maybe this is in the thrall. Say, I'm in thrall. I'm enthralled. I don't know. 64 down, air pump measure per square inch would be how you measure how much something is inflated. 65 down, auspicious tarot card. Don't know that. And 63 across, words of likelihood. Phil for 54 down, sate, maybe. And 58 across, shorthand for a person who prefers platonic partners. That is aromantic would be someone who prefers platonic partners rather than romantic partners, who may not drop an L-bomb. Phil, sate, 59 down, act like a startled doodlebug. We called those, I think that's what we called a potato bug when I was a kid. Looks like a little potato, and if you poke it, it curls up into a ball, so maybe roll up. Pill bug, I've also heard them called. Words of likelihood. Odds, no. What's 76 across? Jane Curtin, title role. She was on Kate and Allie with Susan St. James, maybe. Let's try enthrall. Kate and Allie. I think she played Allie, obviously. This is animal shelter? Oh, that is a pound sign. Okay, not a hashtag or a number sign, but the pound sign. And a dog pound is an animal shelter. Okay, that fits. Words of likelihood. You are apt to do something. You are likely to do it. Okay, that works. I don't know what that is. Thief, I think, is one of the cards. 67 across, part of many Arab names. Could be bin or Abu. 67 down, drive. Don't know. 68 down, that's how it's done. 69 down, slangy denials. Nopes. maybe? So let's try Ibn, which means son of in Arabic. 74 across, dairy din. Loud sound on a dairy farm might be mooing. 79 across, dad. Papa, a couple ways to spell that. To drive somebody to do something could be to impel them. That's how it's done. Booyah, maybe? 87 across, red disc, hieroglyph. I, something, maybe. Doggy catcher. Yippee-tie, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune and none of my own. So, booyah might be a phrase that means boom. There it is. That's how it's done. That's how you do it. Mic drop kind of thing. A lasso or a lassoer, one who wields a lasso, might catch a dog. Doggy is a young calf in old cowboy songs, like the one I was just trying to sing. 75 down, New York Stock Exchange banner events are initial public offerings, IPOs. An eye oval, is that a red disc? Let's try Papa, spelled like that, for 79 across, dad. And 62 down, violated with of. You ran afoul of the law. You violated the law. Is it the eye of Ra? Is that what a red disc symbolizes in hieroglyphics, maybe? Change after a blackout as a clock for 88 down to reset the clock. And 96 across, G7 member. I think the USA is a member of the G7 group of countries. HMO alternative in terms of healthcare would be what, a PPO? I don't know what either of those stand for. Much of the time for 71 down, a lot. Okay, so I think PPO works. Sponges. Parasites. Sponges could be people who borrow money all the time and don't pay it back or always rely on you to pay the bill. So they're kind of parasites in that sense. Okay. What is this? 102 across. Plays at. To play at is to pretend to something to. What are you playing at? What are you? Don't know. 102 down. Impressionist Edgar Degas. I think that's Degas' first name. I guess he was an impressionist. 103 down. All together as one. Girl Scouts Award for 104 down. Don't know that. Big and strong. No, maybe 102 across. Plays at is dabbles in. I dabble in crosswords. I play at crosswords, I guess. Biblical birthright barterer. Okay, here's Esau. Common crossword answer. Always worth knowing. Esau was Jacob's brother from the book of Genesis, and he sold his birthright to his younger brother for a mess of pottage, as the story goes. 118 across. Ban alcoholic beverages is to go dry, I think. A badge could be an award earned by a Girl Scout. Fish. To fish is to angle. I'm an angler. I'm a fisher. Burly for big and strong. 105 down. Informal farewell for 126 across. See ya. See you later. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. And 119 down. Yay could be a vote for passage, in favor of passage of a law. Okay. 110 across. Fight like a knight. Knights tilt with their lances, like Don Quixote tilting at windmills. All right, let's move up to this section and try and catch up here on these. 77 across. Movie credits and music charts. Are those lists? Credits would be a list of names of people who helped make the movie, and charts would be a list of titles. Food sticker, a tine is the sticker, the pointy part of a fork are called tines. Opera singer Siepi. Cesare is my first guess as an Italian name, but let's see what else we've got here. Steam after a workout, 81 across. That might be sauna. Let's try Cesare, I guess it would be in Italian. 82 down, Abbey area. So apps, also a good crossword guess anytime it's part of a chapel or a church. Apse or knave. What is the auspicious tarot card? And this is an E, isn't it, for Allie? The Sun. 89 across, 1%. The top, don't know. 90 down, all the rage, no. 91 down, farm female, could be ewe or hen or cow. Kind of like the Sun. Maybe this is the upper something. Has, owns. All the rage could be hot in the sense of popular. U for farm female, and native people of Colorado, or could be the Ute, the Indian Native American nation for which the state of Utah is named, which neighbors Colorado. 98 across, sinuous swimmer, could be an eel. Electric eels, I might add, do it, though it's shocking, I know. Why ask if shad do it? Way to bring me shad row. So 11 down to deep 6, or 86, is to get rid of, to throw out. Don't know. 84 down, mandolin, cousin. A mandolin can be an instrument, musical instrument, and it can also be a slicer. You could slice onions with a mandolin, for example. 85 down, computer operator is the user. Vintage e-tailer. eBay or Etsy, maybe. Game with suspect tokens. I didn't click on this at first. 83 across. Clue is a game with tokens indicating the suspects: Professor Plum, Captain Peacock, Colonel Mustard, and so forth. 89 across. The upper crust. Maybe it could be the elite, the top 1%. Vintage e-tailer. Let's try Etsy. I guess you can buy vintage goods on Etsy. Cheers. Elates. It cheers me up. It elates me. Let's try lute. So mandolin as a stringed instrument. A lute might fit there. To scrub can be to get rid of something, to scrap it. Or scrap would also fit. So let's put a P there, and then elates for 95 across. And 92 down, court material. Tennis court could be made with clay. And copycatting. Aping is a common crossword verb for copying someone, mimicking somebody. So apery would be the act of copycatting a person. Okay. 97 down, that's a lie. Untrue. Minnesota Representative Omar for 106. I think that's Ilhan. 120 across. Non-plus. Non-plus is kind of like to confuse somebody, or maybe throw for a loop or something. Clear French brandy. Eau de vie, I think. Water of life in French. I think that's a kind of alcoholic beverage. 121 down, poem of tribute is an ode. Decorative picture is a ewer. 112 down, surfing need, you need a wave. Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world. So 127 across, displayed contempt, you sneered at something. Battery contents, batteries have acid in them. Discarded devices, this is a term for no longer, for used phones and computers and stuff, e-waste, electronic waste. Come after is to ensue, hilarity ensued. Throw a curve is to nonplus something. The Hobbit sequel series for 100 down, that's Lord of the Rings, L-O-T-R for short. Prone to snooping is nosy, you're a nosy Parker. 108 down, break as ties is sever. Throw a curve at or to, what's the ending? 114 across, roll for Ingrid. Ingrid Bergman played Ilsa Lund in Casablanca. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. So Song from Casablanca is, you must remember this, ibis is a wading bird you might see on the Nile. Lace is what doilies are made out of. 116 down, letter opener cut. Letter opener cut. Don't know that. Voice above tenor is alto. Throw a curveball is to nonplus. I guess somebody kind of addle them. Yeah. Bring out is to elicit. Crosswords tend to elicit songs from my brain. 122 down, Connecticut Collegian. That's the one that in Yale is known as an Eli. A slit is what you make with the letter opener. So rise to is to rise to meet a challenge, for example, and T finishes the puzzle. There we go. 25 minutes for a Sunday puzzle. Not bad. That's in line with my usual time. So not particularly speedy today, but also I didn't really struggle with it too much. So a good puzzle. I like these themes. Once I figured out that we're going to pronounce the punctuation mark as a word, then in the stars came fairly quickly, and then that helped me get some of the later themed answers more quickly. So I always like it when that happens, when you can figure out the theme kind of early, and then it helps you solve the puzzle, as happened today. So that was a fun puzzle. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.